Hmm.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to the online orientation for new students of the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. I am Asad Muhammad, a lecturer in the department, and I will be the chairperson for today's orientation. I congratulate you on your choice of the Department of Mathematics and Statistics for your undergraduate studies. The study of mathematics and statistics and their related fields develops critical thinkers who are able to apply their knowledge of mathematics and statistics, to apply this knowledge to analyze data in real world situations. And a degree from our Department of Mathematics and Statistics opens doors to career opportunities in many industries and disciplines. In today's session, you will view presentations with important information about the department and about the degrees that it offers and the career paths available to graduates and how to register for your first semester. So I want to ask you that you pay attention. I will post some links to various useful web pages in the chat. Remember that the chat will go away at the end of the Zoom session. So any useful links that I post, please copy them and save them somewhere. Also, just the house rules. As usual in these kinds of large Zoom meetings, we will have everyone's microphone muted, but you can ask questions in the chat, and there will indeed be time to ask questions at the towards the end of today's orientation session. We will move to breakout rooms where you will move to your individual degree, the degree for which you have been accepted. And then you can, in that room, you can ask more detailed questions about your degree, but everything will become clear to you as we go along, hopefully. We will begin by having welcoming remarks by our head of department, Dr. Sridhara Rao Gunakala. So I'll turn over to Dr. Rao.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Asad Muhammad, chair of this session. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Department of Mathematics and Statistics at the University of the West Indies. Congratulations on choosing to pursue your undergraduate studies with us, whether in BSc Mathematics Special, BSc Statistics Special, Statistics Economics, BSc Actuarial Science Special Program, or BSc General with Mathematics major. At DMS, that is a Department of Mathematics and Statistics, so we are committed to excellence and your success matters to every member of staff. Our level 1 courses build on the foundation from CAPE Mathematics. So with dedication and a systematic plan, you can excel. As a full-time student, so expect to commit at least 48 hours per week for 16 credits, right? So generally, if you are spending more time, so you will get appropriate results, right? So we have to make proper plan how to manage your study hours, attended the classes, homework and practice and preparation. For all this one to succeed, so we have to keep in your mind, attend classes and tutorials regularly. Complete assignments on time and practice extensively. Use My e-learning, the library, and departmental resource. Seek help early. Our lecturers and instructors have been open office hours. And frequently visit Maths Help Center. And also consider joining the Math Boot Camp. So you will get full details soon from Mr. Asad Muhammad and other members to strengthen your foundation in algebra and calculus. These are the origin, core of your remaining all courses. So your degree will give you valuable skills like critical thinking, data analysis, problem solving, logical reasoning, and proficiency in tools like the softwares Maple, MATLAB, Excel, R, and SPSS. All these softwares are very useful for your bright future. And you will also develop strong communication, teamwork, and presentation skills, qualities that employers value highly after completion of your degree. So you to remember, mathematics is a universal language, vital in science, engineering, finance, technology, and beyond. So career opportunity range from academia and teaching to data science, software development, engineering, and financial analysis, right? So this is, you have to note already Mr. Asad Muhammad is explained in the beginning, but it is very useful and everyone is informing this information frequently. Finally, take responsibility for your learning. University life gives you the chance to grow, explore new ideas, and prepare for an exciting future. Remember carefully, mathematics is not about memorizing pages. It is about understanding concept and applying them, right? So I wish you all the very best for the journey ahead. Make the most of it and enjoy the rest of orientation. Thank you very much. Once again, thanks, Mr. Asad Muhammad.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rao. Before I speak about the degrees that we offer, I want to point out that in the chat, I posted some information about the Math Boot Camp that Dr. Rao mentioned. Students who are interested should register for the boot camp by the 18th of August. And I gave an email address there. And I'll speak a little more about it later on. I also posted the webpage of the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. So let me share my screen. Just give me 1 second, please. Right. So this here is the webpage of the Department of Mathematics and Statistics, and I encourage you to visit it. There's important information, and I'll give you some other web pages shortly. But right now, what we want to do is to go through an overview of the Department of Mathematics and Statistics and of all the degrees that are being offered. So first of all, the academic staff of the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. On this screen that you are seeing here, our head, of course, is Dr. Rao, and the lecturers are given here, Dr. Daya and Dr. Rahman and the others. You also have a group of instructors and demonstrators, Dr. Daga, Dr. Sanka, and so on. You will meet some of them when we move to the breakout rooms. The administrative staff are very important. If you have any issues with your degree, administrative issues, not academic issues, then these are the people you go to. You come to the department, and when you come on campus, you have to learn where it is. It's in the FST building on the 3rd floor. And at the front, you will meet our office staff, Mr. Jason Chamaru, Mr. Isaiah Williams, and they can help you with your problems, your administrative issues. And if the problems need escalating, then they will escalate it to Ms. Dolores Adams-Carrington, our administrative assistant. And you can always contact us through telephone and so on. And all the telephone information, the contact information is available on this website, right? You can contact us through the, there's a tab here to contact us, right? And you can get all the extensions and so on to contact us at. But what we want to do now is talk about the degrees that are offered by the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. So most of you by now should have gotten an offer letter, either one that gives you a complete acceptance or conditional acceptance, conditional on your CAPE Unit 2 results, which I think are coming out tomorrow. So, and the letter will state what degree you've been accepted into. And so what we offer these degrees, BSc Mathematics Special, and I'll try to explain what that means, and a BSc in Actuarial Science, again, a special degree, and a degree in Statistics and Economics, a special degree. We also offer a major in mathematics, as well as 2 minors, minor in statistics, minor in mathematics. What does all of this mean? What is the difference between a special degree and a major? Okay, so a special degree, and I'm going to I'll show you in a minute the courses required. A special degree essentially prescribes virtually every course that you need to do for all 3 years. And you have very little choice. In fact, like the BSc Actuarial Science, you'll only have 3 courses where you can choose what you want to do. And even those, you have limited choices, right? Whereas a major in mathematics or a major in physics or a major in chemistry, any major actually from the Faculty of Science and Technology, all that it requires is 30 advanced credits. Advanced means in year 2 and year 3. Year 2 and year 3 courses, and each course is 3 credits. So what that means then is 10 courses in all. 10 year 2 and year 3 courses, that's what it's required. Now, you need to do other courses besides those in order to complete a full degree. But as you can tell, a major in mathematics is much less restrictive than the BSc Mathematics Special, because the BSc Mathematics Special, as I said, it prescribes virtually every course that you need to do for all 3 years, whereas the major in mathematics only requires 10 prescribed courses, and then you are free to choose other than that. A minor requires 15 credits, which is five courses. So what you can do is pair a major with a minor. So you can do a major in mathematics paired with a minor in statistics, paired with, say, a minor in physics. If you want, you can add a second minor, right? Or you can do a major in physics and then pair it with a minor in mathematics, and then a minor in, say, computer science or something. You will need to figure out how you're going to do all of those courses. Now, to try to make this clearer, right? Look at this table here, which shows how many credits you need in total for the entire degree. And you will see that all our degrees, now the last one is the BSc General. The BSc General means that you take a major in mathematics, right? All the other degrees, the BSc Mathematics, Stats and Econ, Actuarial Science, are special degrees, right? But you'll notice that all of them require 60 level 2 and 3 credits, 60 year 2 and year 3, which means 20 courses in all, 20 times 3, right? And their foundation credits and their level 1 credits. So all of them in total require above 90 credits. So to try to explain the difference between the major in mathematics and the mathematics special, we should take a look at this here, the course listing. So this is the faculty booklet, but look at this major in mathematics. What you'll notice is, now there are some year 1 courses prescribed, but look at the year 2 and year 3 courses. There are only 10 courses that are compulsory, right? These 4 plus 4, 8, and then 2 level 3 math courses. So there are only 10 compulsory courses. But remember, the entire degree, you see the last row here, the BSc General Major, right? It requires 60 level 2 and 3 credits. What that means is the major requires 30 compulsory credits. The remaining 30, it's up to you. It's up to you. You can do the remaining 30 credits in physics. You can do it in computer science. You can do it in languages, right? It's up to you, as long as you have the prerequisites required, the CAPE subjects and so on, to be able to do those courses, right? And in fact, what many students do, I mean, they don't just do courses at random. What you do is you plan for your future. So we have had many students do a major in mathematics and a major in computer science, or a major in mathematics and a major in physics. You choose areas of study that naturally go together. So this is the major in mathematics. And as I said, 10 compulsory level 2 and 3 courses. But I'm going to go down to show you the mathematics special degree. And as I said, a BSc Mathematics Special is much more restrictive, because look at the level 2 and 3. Now what we're concentrating on is year 2 and year 3. Look at this, right? For year 2 and year 2, everything is prescribed, right? And again, and you have to do a 5th mathematics course. And then year 3, look at this. Again, everything is prescribed for you. You must do these year 3 mathematics courses. You have to choose an elective in mathematics, statistics, or material science. And then you can choose, here you have a free choice of any other discipline. And then in semester 2, again, you have these mathematics courses prescribed, as well as 2 other courses, again, from math or statistics or material science. So as you can see, the math special is, yes, it's a degree in mathematics, but it requires more compulsory courses in mathematics than the major in mathematics, right? The major in mathematics only requires, as I said, these 10 courses. So I hope that makes it clear what's the difference between a major and a special degree. What's the advantage of each one? Well, the major in mathematics gives you flexibility. You get your major in mathematics, but you can pair it with a major in computer science or a major in physics. The special degree in mathematics, you cannot pair it with anything, because everything is strictly prescribed. So if you decide to do that, or if you're accepted to that degree, you decide to change to that degree, remember, it's all mathematics that you're going to study. Similarly, the degree in actuarial science, it is completely prescribed from year 1 all the way to year 3, exactly what courses you're going to do. And similarly with the Stats Econ degree, okay? So if you have questions, you can ask in the chat, right? And we'll try to answer them. So these are the degrees that we offer, and I try to explain the difference between a major and a special degree. Now, why should we study mathematics? Mathematics is, in our department, we combine pure mathematics, theory and abstract, with some applied mathematics, practical application. The study of mathematics develops analytical skills and the ability to work in a problem-solving environment. And we live in the age of information, and we live in an age where we need interdisciplinary knowledge, not just a narrow a set of skills and knowledge, but rather the ability to apply mathematical skills to a variety of problems. And we're in the age of big data and data science and so on, and we need people with these mathematical skills. So I want to speak about each one of the areas in which we have degrees. As you can tell from the previous slides, right? What we offer degrees in mathematics, actuarial science, and stats and econ, these 3 major areas. So we'll start with actuarial science. What is it? Actuarial science is the application of mathematics and statistics, probability, economics, and accounts to real-world financial problems. And it quantifies the risk of financially adverse events. That's a fancy way of saying quantifying the probability and the expected values of the monetary value of the damage incurred by, say, a fire, a natural disaster, a death, an accident, and so on. And that monetary value is paid out by insurance. So actuarial science, the major application of it is found in the insurance industry. It is used in other industries, in finance and banking, and you'd be surprised where else, right? In data science and other industries as well. Statistics involves the detection of patterns in data, predicting the likelihood of events via probability, also detecting patterns in data. But why? In order to make effective decisions. And as I said, we are in that age now, the age of data science, the age of using these huge amounts of data that we collect. You know, every time you use your cell phone and you use an app, it's collecting data. It's collecting data about you, about how you use the app. Every time you buy something on Amazon, they're adding that to their database. They now have information on you, what your spending patterns are, what you're buying, and so on. And they're using that data to effectively market to you. Every time you watch a video on YouTube, that's been recorded, right? Meaning, what are your viewing patterns and so on. And that's why the algorithm keeps suggesting videos to you similar to what you saw before, because it can predict what kind of videos you like. These degrees in mathematics and statistics and actuarial science and so on, they qualify you for a broad range of careers. And these careers, you know, they range from as an actuary in insurance and pensions and so on, to software, games development, software programming, and so on, in banking and finance, in research, and so. So I want to look at, for each area, what kind of careers you may end up in. So if you do a degree in mathematics, that opens up doors to careers in education, yes, teaching, but also in banking. And we have had our graduates from mathematics end up in the banking and finance industries. You can end up as a data analyst, a statistical analyst. You can end up in mathematical modeling. And we do have a course in mathematical modeling. And there are other options as well. If you do a degree in actuarial science, the natural career path is to become a professional actuary. For those of you who are going to the breakout room for actuarial science, I'll speak a little more about that later on. That's as I said, the natural career path. But our degree prepares you for much more. And in fact, we have had graduates who have pursued careers as in risk analysis, in investments, and financial consulting, and so on. And again, the degree opens you up to many other options. And then our degree in statistics, our statistics and economics, it prepares you for careers as an economist, in risk analysis, as a statistician. And again, we've had graduates who end up, who work as statisticians and work in the Central Statistical Office as well as elsewhere. The big field nowadays is data science. And yes, with our degree, you can move on to a career in data science, but also you can end up in investment in the financial field and so on. So math indeed makes a difference. And for those of you who are very academically inclined, another path is to end up in academia, doing academic research. And our department does offer 2 MSc degrees, an MSc in statistics and an MSc in mathematics. And we offer PhD degrees, which is a pure research degree, where you produce original research. And we have had many graduates with PhDs in mathematics as well as PhDs in statistics. On the screen here, you can see some of the areas of research that our graduate students, as well as some of our lecturers, have been involved in, applying mathematics to these areas. So to sum up then, what we do at the Department of Mathematics and Statistics is we try to, not, as Dr. Rao said, not to produce students who can memorize pages or formulas. And that's not what mathematics is. What we are doing is developing critical thinkers who can apply their knowledge of mathematics and statistics to real-world problems, to analyze data, to combine analytical skills and business knowledge and understanding of human behavior to manage the complex risks that we encounter in our society, meaning to use the knowledge that you gather to solve problems, right? And a degree in mathematics or statistics or actuarial science, it is a pathway to many, many opportunities in many, many disciplines, in economics, technology, medicine, chemistry, physics, biology, and so on. Now, during your course of study at the university, there are many student societies that exist on the campus. And what, you know, if you have a hobby, there are various societies for that, and societies involved in sports and in various cultural activities and so on. There are two societies that are deeply connected with our department. They are student-run societies. They're not run by our department, by lecturers, I mean. These are student-centered and student-run. The first of which is the St. Augustine UWI Mathematics Society, or SUMS, and I'll post in the chat the link to the Instagram page. And this is a society for students who are studying mathematics. And it's not that they get together to solve problems and so on. No. They get together to help one another in their studies, yes, but they also have social events, right? And when you look at the Instagram page and so, you'll see what else they do. And the second society I want to encourage you to join is the UWI Actuarial Science Club. And again, I'll post these links to the Facebook page and the Instagram page. Again, they do not just get together to solve actuarial problems. No, there are resources to help you with your studies and your exams and so on, but they do many social activities, hikes, and various get-togethers and so on, as well as they host events such as they have a actuary come and visit the campus and give a talk about professional practice and so on. So I encourage you to, and you don't have to be an actuarial science student to join the Actuarial Science Club. And similarly, don't have to be a mathematics major to join SUMS, the Mathematics Society, right? As long as you're interested in the activities, you are free to join. So thank you for your time and attention for this presentation. Let me just look quickly at some questions on the chat, right? So Alima asks, is the bootcamp online or during the semester? The first thing what we have to do is to assess the level of interest. So everyone who's interested, please send an email to the email address I posted in the chat. And so then the decision can be made as to when to host the camp and whether it will be online or face-to-face. So that information will be sent to you, and it depends on the number of students who register, right? I did forget to mention that the bootcamp last year, it was free of charge. There was no cost attached, and I believe this year again it will be the same, right? Jane asks, how would you know if your offer is conditional? Your letter should state it. Your offer letter should indeed state that, okay? All right, so I gave an overview then of the degrees offered by the department. I want to look at each degree in a little more detail, so let me again share my screen. Sorry about that. Right. So here we're going to look at the courses that you need to do in your first semester, right? As a level 1 student, meaning a year 1 student. So as we said before, we offer 3 special degrees: actuarial science, stats and econ, the mathematics special, and then the general degree, which means that you do a math major. And I explain the difference between a math major is just 30 advanced credits, but you have to do 30 more. You must complete 30 more to finish your degree, but you are free to choose what those 30 are. The math special prescribes exactly what you need to do, right? And you have much less choice. So for the semester, you must be registered for between 12 to 15 credits. And in fact, most people will register for 15. For the special degrees, you have to be registered for 16 credits, right? If you are a part-time degree, you should register for a part-time student, you should be registered for 6 to 9 credits per semester, right? So let's look at first the actuarial science degree. What courses do you have to do? These are the courses you'll need to do in your first semester. And you can see here that it's 16 credits in all, right? And in the second semester, these are your credits. Now, these are your courses. Now, I'm going through this quickly, and don't try to write down these courses and so on, because I'm going to show you how to register using the online form. And you will see that the form itself helps you by listing these courses for you. So you don't need to memorize these courses that you need to do in the first and second semester, okay? Right, so that's the actuarial science degree. And you can see, right, that the actuarial science degree, everything is defined, right? It defines for you exactly what you need to do. And that's how a special degree works, right? The stats and econ degree, similarly, in the first semester, you see again, everything is prescribed. The only choice you have is you must choose between sociology or psychology. You have to do one out of those two, okay? And in second semester again, everything is prescribed, these 6 courses or so, right? The last one means that you have to choose one foundation course. Now, and I'll explain the foundation courses, that generally you need to do 3 throughout your degree, okay? The math special, again, you see again, it completely prescribes all the courses you have to do, these 5 courses, plus 1 elective. But an elective means you are free to choose any year 1 course. Doesn't have to be in mathematics. You can choose a physics course, a computer science. You can choose a course from arts and humanities. You can choose a course from social sciences and so on. However, you cannot choose a course from another faculty, say humanities or social sciences, that involves mathematics. We had some very clever students who tried to do mathematics for economists, right? And that's it's like CSEC mathematics, right? No, you can't do that. You cannot do any course that includes mathematics that you have already done. And in fact, any course outside of our department that involves mathematics or statistics, generally you cannot do it. And if you're unsure, you need to consult with the department, right? Okay, so this is the, sorry, give me 1 second. The math special, this is the BSc Mathematics special for semester 1. Pardon me, right. And this is for semester 2. And again, you see there's an elective, right? That where you have a free choice. The major is much less restrictive. The major just requires these 4 courses, and then you have 2 electives to choose in your first semester. And in second semester, again, you have 2 electives, right? As I had mentioned, that when you take a major, it's only 30 credits. But in total, you must do 60 credits, right? So you do 30 credits in mathematics. Well, what do you do about the other 30? Well, you can take another major. And as I said, there are certain combinations that are intuitive, that are natural, that go together well. So a popular combination is a major in mathematics and a major in computer science. Another is a major in mathematics and in physics. We have had students who did mathematics and biology, right? And other combinations. Well, don't think that these are the only ones available to you. You can, theoretically, you can combine any 2 majors. Well, again, as long as you have the CAPE requirements and so on, right? If you are going to do mathematics and computer science, then these are the courses you need to do, right? And you'll need to do the required mathematics courses and then the required computer science courses, which means that, remember we had said that there would be an elective that you could freely choose. No, you can't freely choose because you need to do the computer science courses to complete your computer science major, right? And then similarly in semester 2, again, you can't just choose any elective. You have to choose computer science, right, in order to complete the computer science degree. And then if you're doing mathematics and physics, again, you would do the required mathematics courses, but you don't have a free choice for electives. You must do physics. You must do the introductory physics courses, right, which you see on the screen there. And then in semester 2, again, you can't just do any 2 electives. You have to do the 2 physics courses so that in second year, you can do the second year physics courses, right? Now, I had mentioned the foundation courses. There are 3 foundation courses that are required for every FST student, every student in the Faculty of Science and Technology. However, there's also a foreign language requirement. So if you have a foreign language pass at CSEC, but a pass means from grades 1 to 3. So in Spanish or French or whatever other language, or you have a pass in CAPE Unit 1 or 2, and a pass means from grades 1 to 5. then you are exempted from the foreign language requirement. You already have a foreign language, and so you have to do foundation 1101, right? So you have to do foundation 1101. You have to do all 3 foundation courses. If you do not have a foreign language pass at CSEC or CAPE, then what you do is you drop foundation 1101 and you do a foreign language course at the Center for Language Learning. And you can just search online for the Center for Language Learning, right? And you just do a level 1 course, an introductory course. You don't need any prerequisite, so you don't need to know 1 word of Spanish to do the Spanish course, right? It's for complete beginners, so don't be scared. But many of you will already have a pass at CSEC, I believe. So you'll be exempted from that. And in that case, as I said, then you must do all 3 foundation courses, right? If you don't have a foreign language at CSEC or CAPE, you drop foundation 1101 and you do a foreign language course. Now, I had mentioned that if you're doing a major in mathematics, you will have some choice, some level of choice for electives. You can choose electives, as I said, from other faculties, from food and agriculture, from humanities, from social sciences. But if it involves any mathematics or statistics, please consult with the department. And the majority of those courses you are not allowed to do, right? I had shown this screen before that for each degree, you must complete 60 advanced credits, right? The level 1, you must complete the numbers they are shown on screen. But for the level 2 and 3, you must complete 60 advanced credits, okay? And 9 foundation. The 3 foundation courses, except for those who have to do a foreign language, you'll replace foundation 1101 by a language course, right? So that's what I wanted to show you for the individual degrees. Okay. For more information on these degrees, there is a faculty booklet for the Faculty of Science and Technology. And you can find those, and I'm going to post a link in the chat here. You can find the faculty booklet at this link I'm going to post here. Right. I see in the chat, someone reminded me that if you're doing a major in math, it is not that you must do a second major. No, as I said, the remaining 30 credits, I mean, you can essentially choose to do them however you want, but many students will do a second major. Some students will add 2 minors because a minor is 15 credits. So some students will do a major in mathematics, a minor in computer science, plus say a minor in statistics, and that adds up to 60 credits, right? Also, if you're doing a math major, which, as I said, there's 30 required credits, that doesn't mean you do 30 and you stop. We have many students who have done the math major and they do more than 30 credits, because I said the remaining 30 credits, you are free to do them how you want. And so we have many math majors who the remaining 30 credits, they do all math, right? Or mostly math in any case, right? Someone asked if the boot camp is online or during the semester, but I see Ms. Adams-Carrington mentioned that it will be face-to-face, right? So I posted the link to the faculty booklet archive, which I'm going to show you that website, right? Let me share the screen. Right, so this is the faculty booklet archive, and I posted the link to it. It's very useful because it has the faculty booklets, not only for our faculty of Science and Technology, but for all. And so if you want to do a course, say from social sciences, and you need some information about the course, well, just go here and download the booklet for Faculty of Social Sciences. And each of these will download a PDF for you, right? And if you want to do, say, some course from Humanities and Education, just go here and download the booklet. You should download the booklet for Science and Technology because that's your faculty, and you should keep it on your phone at all times, please. It's very useful, okay? And speaking of that, let's take a look again at the faculty booklet, for our faculty booklet, right? because I see Mr. Lakan asked a direct message me and said, what we should do is show you what is a minor. I mentioned a minor is 15 credits. So I'll show you here. Let's find a minor. Here's the minor in mathematics, right? So suppose you're doing a major in computer science and you want to add on a minor in mathematics. All our minors are 15 credits, just 5 courses. So to get a minor in mathematics, you have to do these courses. Okay. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 courses here. And then you have to do these here, right? I think there's a, oh, right, sorry, it's these 2 plus 1 out of these. So that's 9 credits plus 6 more from level 2 or 3 mathematics course. So that's 15, right? And we also have a minor in statistics, which again is 15 credits. So if you do a major in mathematics, you may want to add on a minor in statistics, right? And as I said, there's also a minor in this faculty booklet. You can find the other minors, minor in physics and minor in chemistry and so on. Okay, all right. So let me move on. Pardon me. Right. Someone asked, as a transfer from another faculty and having a foreign language course from CLL, would I still have to do the foundation course? You may need to consult with CLL for that, right? And Joseph asked that he received a part-time offer in BSc Mathematics. A part-time degree, you would normally register for between 6 to 9 credits per semester. That's the difference. A full-time student would register for 15 or 16. Part-time students are restricted to 6 to 9. There is something important to mention. A part-time degree at the University of the West Indies does not mean an evening degree. In foreign universities, that may be what it means, that all the classes are at night and so on. Unfortunately, we do not have the level of staffing required to offer courses during the day and during the night. The same course, I mean, a day section and a night section. So unfortunately, some of the courses will be run during the day, right? And if you're working, you need to work out with your employer to get time off and so to come, right? Right. Someone asked, are you allowed to do a minor in actuarial science, right? Right now, in the faculty booklet and on the website, you will not see any minor in actuarial science. We intend to offer a minor in actuarial science. We are hoping that it will be available officially beginning in the first semester in September. And if not, it definitely will be offered during the academic year. And in any case, you all are in first year, right? So when do you start doing the courses for a minor? You start doing them in second year, because a minor is made up of second and third year courses. So don't worry now, right? About doing those courses now, but the minor will definitely be available to you by the time you get to second year, right? And there will in fact be a minor in actuarial science. What does that mean? You can do a major in mathematics and add on to it a minor in actuarial science, okay? And maybe a minor in computer science or a minor in statistics, or just add one minor, right? Depending on what you want to do, right? So I'm trying to keep up with the questions that are being asked in the chat. Right now, when you are doing your courses, and as Dr. Rao mentioned, what we expect from you is that you engage with the lecturer, you engage with the course material, you attend classes regularly, you do the assignments and so on, right? Your lecturers, who are very capable, will answer questions on the course material, yes, in class, but sometimes you need extra help. Sometimes you will need extra help. So the department has established a mathematics help center to provide assistance to students who need some extra help. Not only for students in our Department of Mathematics and Statistics, but, and I want you all to tell your friends who are in social sciences or humanities or agriculture, that any course that involves mathematics or statistics, they can come to the Mathematics Help Center get help, right? And I'm going to post the link now in the chat for it, and then I'll show you the website, right? So in the link here, let me post the link to the Mathematics Help Center, and I'm going to share my screen and show you the website, okay? Right, so this is the website of the Mathematics Help Center. There's some useful videos and so on here, as well as instructions. Now at home, you can take your time and read the information on the website. And you can see here, right, that it provides help for people with difficulties in mathematics and statistics to all faculties. You don't have to be a mathematics student, right? You can visit face-to-face, and when you come on campus, you'll find the room, just ask for it. There are certain, you can't go during the weekend and so on, right? There are office hours. What is important to know is this: you cannot go to the Math Help Center and say, teach me this course, right? No, your responsibility is to attend your classes, to pay attention, to take good notes and so on, to engage with the material. The Mathematics Help Center is to provide any extra help needed after you have done that, any kind of extra explanation. When it comes to assignments and homework, you cannot go to the Math Help Center and say, please do this question for me, right? The tutors at the Math Help Center will immediately refuse to do that. You have to make an effort yourself, and then you take it to if you get stuck, you take it to them and you show them where did you get stuck, and they will provide some assistance. They will not do the problem for you, right? They will try to guide you on the right path, because the idea is that you have to learn how to solve these problems on your own. When you go to write the final exam and so on, there's no one there to help you, right? So please understand that do not go in there and expect that they're going to do everything for you. You have a responsibility as well. And please do not go and take your assignment questions to them and try to get the answer from them, right? They are smart to all of that, right? And they know that some students may try that kind of thing. Okay, so that's the Mathematics Help Center. That's what I wanted to tell you about the Mathematics Help Center. Before we move on, as a student, as I said, your responsibility is to go to class and so on. Some courses and some classrooms and so on may have problematic issues, and we don't expect you to just stay there and be quiet and be silent about it, right? We want you to provide feedback to the department about any problems or issues in any particular course or in the facilities, if the air conditioner is not working and so on, right? So how do you provide that feedback? Each class will appoint a class representative. And what you do is you communicate to the class representative. The class representative is appointed from among the students, and that student will communicate with the lecturer. But also, the class representatives will meet with the department twice per semester in a committee that is called the Staff Student Liaison Committee, right? Or the Student Staff Liaison Committee. And they meet twice per semester, a class representative from each class, as well as our administrative assistant from the department. And each class representative will report on any problems that are going on in the course or with the facilities, as I said, the room, the air condition, whatever else, and so on, right? So I encourage all of you, those of you who are willing to volunteer to be a class representative for one of your classes. And please remember too that the twice per semester meetings, that's not the only time that you report problems. Please, if there are problems going on in the course, you should communicate with your lecturer directly in a respectful manner and so on, okay? All right. Let me just check again in the chat for any questions and so on. All right. So at this point, where I want to move on to is when you, now that you have gotten your conditional acceptance and so on, Well, how do you know when and where the lectures for your classes are? And when you get your timetable, you will see that there are lectures and there are tutorials. So what's the difference between a lecture and a tutorial? And how many lectures are you expected to attend, and how many tutorials, and so on? So I'm going to show you the UE Timetable Finder website. And I'm going to post it here in the chat. I'm going to post it here in the chat. So that's the link to the Timetable Finder. And I will share my screen so you can see it. And I'm going to go through a timetable with you so you can see how it works. Okay, just give me 1 second. Let me share my screen. Right, so this is the UE Timetable Finder website. And and you can see here, you can search for courses, right? And it has, in fact, every course in university, biology, chemistry, everything, right? Or you can search for the room, what's the timetable for the room? But we are going to concentrate on the courses. And let's go to math, to M. M for math. And I'm going to use this one as an example, Math 1142, which I believe all of you will be doing. As a first year student in math in all of the degrees, the math major, math special, actuarial science, stats econ, all of you will have to do this course, Math 1142, Calculus 1. And when you look at, when you click on it, you will come up with this timetable, and it's very scary because look at this, right? There are 1, 2, 3, 4 classes on Monday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on Tuesday, and so on, right? Thursday and Friday. Now, don't get scared because it doesn't mean that you have to go to every single one of these sessions. What happens is this, that since every student in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics must do this course, we divide the students into groups. And you will see here G1, right? G2 and G3, 3 groups. So you only have to go to the lectures for your group. Now, the group assignments, you will be informed of the group assignments in the first week of classes, right? So suppose you were assigned to group 1, then you look here for lecture. First of all, you look for lectures. What lectures are you going? Lecture means a classroom and the lecturer is going to teach the class, right? And you search for all the lectures that are G1. So you do not need to attend the lecture for G2. So if you're in group 1, you go to this lecture here that I'm highlighting on Monday morning, okay, with Dr. Rahman. And if you're in group 2, you go to this lecture with Dr. Tiagi, okay? And similarly, for, on Tuesday, this is the group 1 lecture, right? And let me see where else. Right, I think that's it, right? Right. So that's lectures. Now you will also see tutorial. What's the difference between a lecture and a tutorial? The tutorials are generally smaller groups where the tutor, and it may not be the lecturer himself, it may be one of our postgraduate students, will go through problems, and you too, it will be interactive, that you too will have to solve problems. And so it helps to develop your problem solving skills. Whereas the lecturer will go through the theory and so on, and some examples on the board. So how do you read the timetable for the tutorials? Now, so again, suppose you are assigned to group 1, look for the tutorials that have group 1. So here's a tutorial, and you see here G1 T1. What does that mean? That means tutorial number 1 for group 1. And if I keep looking, you'll see here G1 T2, tutorial number 2 for group 1. And then G1 T3, tutorial number 3 for group 1. Does it mean that you have to go to all? No. You must go to 1 tutorial per week. And you choose, well, which one of these will be the most convenient time. I don't know if the lecturer may assign you to a tutorial. It depends on the lecturer himself. So I cannot speak on behalf of Dr. Rahman or Dr. Tiagi, but you all will work it out. The important thing is to know which group do you belong to. If you belong to group 1, you search for the lectures, you must go to all the lectures. All lectures for G1, you must go to them. And then the tutorials, you only go to one tutorial per week. And similar, if you're in group 2, you search for the lectures at G2 and you go to all lectures for G2. But you go to only one tutorial for G2, okay? So I hope that makes it clear. And if you have any questions, you can ask in the chat. So for Math 1142, there are groups. For Math 1152, and here's Math 1152, sets and number systems. Again, there are groups, right? For Math 1192, I don't think there are no groups. It's just one, everybody will be in one class, right? So and you'll find that the classes with the courses with small class sizes, they don't divide into groups. It'll just be one class. Okay, but these two, 1142 and 1152, definitely will have groups. And then in second semester, you'll do 1141 and 1151, and those will have groups. Okay. Right. So that's how to read the timetable. Okay. Azaria is asking, do you have full decision on the group that you're in? No. You'll be assigned to a group, as I said, and you'll be notified in the first week, right? Princess is asking a very important question. What will happen if I have two lectures colliding with each other? In that case, to resolve the clash, if you can resolve it yourself by finding another group, then you can, in the first week again, you come to the department and there's a form that you fill out to change your group, the request to change your group, right? Now, I do want to tell you though, that please only request to change your group if you have a valid reason. The group assignments are meant to keep the groups to approximately equal sizes. So you see, if we allow students to simply change their groups, I know what will happen. That Monday morning class at 8 o'clock, everyone will ask to be transferred out of that group, right? Because nobody wants to come to class on 8 o'clock in the morning, but somebody has to, right? So please do not ask to change your group for any trivial reason, right? So my girlfriend is in group 2, so I want to switch to group 2. That is not a valid reason, please, right? If you have a clash with another course, then yes, that is indeed a valid reason. Kursani is asking, if you missed a class, for example, for your group, can you attend a lecture for another group? Yes, as long as there's space in the classroom and so on. And if you want to review, yes, that right, and so on. Karina is asking, when are you getting your student ID? That is not in our hands. That's in the hands of student administration. I would just say, be patient. Once your KIP results come out and so on, things will start moving, okay? So understand that there are certain things that we don't handle, right? Now, lectures and tutorials, when they appear in the timetable, say from 2 to 3, say 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., what does that mean? It means that they start promptly at 2 p.m. So they start promptly on the hour. So you need to be in the classroom before 2 o'clock, okay? A 2 to 3 p.m. lecture tutorial does not end at 3 p.m. It ends at 10 minutes to 3. So it ends at 10 minutes to the hour. So a 1 hour lecture is in fact 50 minutes. Why? Because those 10 minutes are to allow you to move to your another class, to your next class. Because remember, if you have a class at from 2 to 3, and you have another one at 3 to 4, well, at some point you have to move from one classroom to another. And that's what that 10 minutes is for, right? So your tutors and lecturers are supposed to know that they are supposed to end at 10 minutes to the hour, okay? All right, now I've been talking for a while and I need a break and you need a break from me as well, right? And so it's time to hear from students like yourselves. Now, I had previously mentioned 2 clubs associated with the department, the Actuarial Science Club and the St. Augustine UWI Mathematical Society. So we are going to view 2 videos from those clubs. And immediately after those 2 videos, we are going to see some student testimonials from recent graduates of our department, recent graduates from the BSc Mathematics the BSc Statistics Economics, who will talk about their student experience at the University of the West Indies in our department. So in total, you'll see 6 videos, one after the other. I do want to mention that the video from St. Augustine UWI Mathematical Society does not have any sound. It's just a video with text and information on the screen. So if you don't hear any sound, don't get scared. Nothing is wrong with your computer, right? So I'm going to turn over to our IT, our tech assistants, who will play these 6 videos, 2 from the clubs and 4 student testimonials. I do know there was a little issue that there was no sound in the first video as well. So I hope the IT support group can resolve that issue. You have to share the sound as well.
Hello everyone, I'm Chris, President of the UWI Actuarial Center. Now, what exactly is actuarial science? Well, it's essentially where math meets money and risk. We use maths, statistics, and financial theory to model uncertain future events, especially in insurance, pensions, finance, and investments. Here's all you need to know about our club in just 1 minute.
Ambitious,
committed,
supportive. Exam preparation is a game changer. Whether it's for university courses or professional actuarial exams, the club really helps all of us stay on track.
I'm excited about the informative seminars with qualified actuaries and other industry professionals. It's a great chance to get to interact with the experts.
I am just here for the vibes, hikes, beach trips, and even charity fundraisers. It is the perfect way to network outside the classroom.
And of course, the club not only aims to support those who study actuarial science, but anyone interested in the field, like him.
Joining is easy. Just fill out the registration form, join our WhatsApp group, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Thanks for watching. See you in September. Bye.
Hello, my name is Kiran Dayanand, and I am a graduate of the BSc Mathematics program of the Faculty of Science and Technology, or FST for short. From since a young age, I have had a passion for mathematics. Coupled with my desire to become a lecturer, I chose to pursue this degree. You have made a brilliant decision to enroll for a program in FST here at the University of the West Indies. UWI is already recognized for being the best Caribbean university in the world. The Faculty of Science and Technology tailor-makes each program to be the best in its class. There was no shortage of resources and assistance provided by the faculty. Academic advising made it easy and informed to choose courses which aligned with my interests. The faculty never failed to provide administrative support and guidance. The department offered access to the Math Help Center, which proved indispensable in the progress of my degree. Access to the Alma Jordan Library and online past papers were an irreplaceable asset. These facilities worked to aid the delivery of my curriculum. The assessments were clear, concise, and related to course content. Though daunting at times, lecturers were more than willing to explain concepts and fill the gaps in my understanding. Achieving first-class honors was due in no small part to outstanding lecturers, a stimulating environment, and a highly enriching curriculum. Through my electives, I was able to determine the field of mathematics I wished to pursue in my career. Being surrounded by like-minded individuals, forming a rapport with lecturers in office hours, and starting study groups helped to mold my professional path. UWI life is about the all-rounded experience. Whether it's walking by admin building only to realize it's on fire, or jump-starting your partner's car in TGR car park, UWI has so much to offer, academic and otherwise. The bonds forged through late-night studies, the walks home after, and the various cultural and extracurricular events throughout the term help to bolster the UWI spirit and build the UWI experience. By choosing to pursue a BSc Mathematics, I availed myself to a world of opportunities. I opted for the postgraduate study to continue my path in academia. However, the options are endless. The program did for me exactly as I had hoped in reaching one of my career goals. I am most satisfied with the quality, flexibility, and opportunity that UWI has to offer. I couldn't imagine a better place to pursue my studies.
Hi, good day. My name is Shreyan Olton and I recently completed my degree in Statistics and Economics at the University of the West Indies. What really drew me to this program was my deep-seated love for mathematics and statistics and a desire to see how these disciplines could be applied to the real-world problems and studies. Throughout my time at UWI, I learned not only the technical skills but also the importance of things such as time management. Balancing 5 to 6 courses each semester was challenging, yet it taught me discipline and resilience. Overall, the courses offered really valuable insights into how statistical analysis can influence our understanding of economic trends and real-world events, and I really found myself deeply engaged with the material. I was fortunate to have lecturers who were both knowledgeable and approachable. Their clear explanations and well-organized course materials really made even the most complex concepts accessible to me. Beyond the classroom, UWI provided me with valuable career guidance to the World of Work program. I learned how to refine my resume, present myself professionally, and was introduced to job opportunities that I wouldn't have known about otherwise. The Alma Jordan Library was also another key resource for me. The quiet study rooms allow me to focus deeply on my studies and really get away from any distractions. One of the most rewarding aspects of UWI, though, for me, was the friendships that I formed. The diversity of the student body meant that I connected with people from so many various backgrounds and even different countries, forging lifelong friendships that I definitely cherish. Of course, this UWI journey was not without its challenges. Time management and group work were particularly tough sometimes, but overcoming these obstacles has really equipped me with skills that I know will serve me well in my professional life. Overall, I really wholeheartedly recommend UWI and this program to anyone passionate about both math and econ, as it offers a balanced curriculum and it really opens the door to a wide range of career opportunities.
Upon reflection, let me start by stating that choosing the mathematics program at the University of the West Indies will reap benefits, open doors, and afford you opportunities far and wide. At the UWI, the quality of the coursework and the relevance of the coursework, all very comprehensive to give students that cutting edge. Of course, be prepared to be challenged as the lecturers strive at all times to support you in maximizing your fullest potential. The mathematics faculty consists of lecturers and tutors who are all quite approachable and willing to guide you on a positive path. Again, you are expected to do your part. After all, you are in the UWI. There is that very important Mathematics Help Center where you are free to raise any concerns or challenges that you may experience in any mathematics course. And yes, the folks at the Help Center are that good. They complement all the mathematics staff and lecturers so well. So whether you are thinking of getting into data science, information technology, finance, engineering, actuarial science, or simply developing your critical thinking and cognitive abilities, the mathematics program at the University of the West Indies is fundamental. Remember though that you must put in the work if you plan to achieve. If you plan to achieve mastery, dedication is required. Work through the assignments. Mathematics is a very practical subject, a very practical field. Use the facilities, use the technologies offered, explore and benefit from all that the university has to offer you. I surely did. So, I benefited tremendously from a course done in my mathematics program, a course on coding and coding in the software known as MATLAB. This software is utilized in engineering and in physics fields, and it helped me greatly when it came to my research and research project in physics. Yes, there are many examinations, but with the quality lectures that the university has to offer and your commitment, you can achieve great results. I highly, highly, highly recommend the mathematics program as I have benefited greatly, and so would you. So, what are you waiting on? The mathematics program at the University of the West Indies is the right choice. Make the choice today. Thank you.
Hello, and welcome to the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. My name is Shami Harris, and I am a recent graduate of the Bachelor of Science in Mathematics program, and today I would like to share a bit about my journey here. My love for mathematics is what initially drew me to this program. I was particularly excited about the wide range of applied mathematics courses offered in the latter stages of the program. I believe that this program would provide me with a strong foundation for a successful career in mathematics, and upon completion, I can happily say that it did. The coursework here is both rigorous and highly relevant. In keeping up with industry standards and academic standards, each course greatly enhanced my mathematical knowledge and was instrumental in developing my problem-solving skills and my ability to think both critically and creatively. The faculty within the department is amazing, both approachable and accommodating. Whether I needed academic guidance or career advice, my lecturers are always there, going above and beyond to ensure my success. Their dedication made a significant impact on my overall experience. The resources and facilities within the department are also excellent. For me, one of the standout facilities is the Mount Help Center. This resource greatly enhanced my learning experience by helping in any mathematics course within the university. It was an invaluable support system, especially when tackling challenging topics. And above all, it was totally free. Being a regional student, I found a sense of community within this department to be truly welcoming. It gave me the opportunity to connect with peers from all over the Caribbean, Dominica, Ghana, everywhere, you name it. Many of them became my close friends. Overall, I am very happy with my experience in this program. I'd say that if you are passionate about mathematics, and in search of a comprehensive and career-focused degree or program, I definitely recommend any program within the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. I wish at this time to thank you for listening, and I wish you the very best as you begin your journey here within the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks to the IT support group for assisting us in running those videos. Okay. You know, during your course of studies at the university, you may encounter problems, personal problems in your life, right? You may encounter stress and anxiety, and sometimes things become too much for you. What do you do? Where do you turn to for help in situations like that? Or you may be encountering medical problems that affect your studies, right? Where do you turn to for help? What support services does the university have to offer? So I just posted in the chat there a link to this webpage, the Division of Student Services and Development, which is a very important division on the campus. This is where you will go for those support services. If, for example, you are facing challenges in your life and you need someone to talk to, you need some kind of counseling, then this is the division that you go to. This division has a number of departments, right? And you can take your time and explore this webpage and look at the video and so on. But there are two departments in particular I want to point out to you. One is this one here, Counseling and Psychological Services, where my cursor is, and I'm going to click on it, and I'll open up this page, Counseling and Psychological Services, where if you need someone to talk to, just to provide counseling, to maintain good mental health and wellness, this is where you will go. You can book a session with a counselor or with the psychologist. I want to point out that this service, one, it is free to UWI students, so you don't have to pay. And two, it is confidential. It is completely confidential. No lecturer, no other student will know that you have gone there to seek counseling. So please don't be afraid, don't be intimidated, don't be shy to go. If you need help, they are there to help you, right? To provide that service for you. So this is one department, Counseling and Psychological Services. Also, the other department I want to point out to you is this one here, SLD, Student Life and Development. And I'm going to click on it. Right, so SLDD, the Student Life and Development Department. This for students who have disabilities and medical conditions. This is the department that provides support services for you. They are found in the Heart Ease building. You'll find it eventually when you get on campus, right? So for students who have disabilities that affect their ability to write an exam in the allotted time. And we have had students with vision problems, so they take a longer time because it takes them longer just to read the question paper, right? And it takes them longer to write because just see what they're writing and so on. So this department will arrange for them to get an exam that's printed in large print and to get writing paper that facilitates their writing easier and so on. Then there are students who may have low blood pressure, and so they will need to during the exam they may need to eat something or to drink something to keep their blood pressure stable, or if they have blood glucose problems, to keep their blood glucose stable and so on. Also for students who have non-visible disabilities. So for example, you may have anxiety disorder or OCD and so on. This department also can provide support services for those kinds of disabilities as well, including if a student needs a separate room for an examination because of their particular type of disorder, then yes, they can do that. But however, you have to provide proper medical documentation for any condition that you have or any disability, right? Because they can't just allow students to take advantage of these services and get their own room and so on, students who don't actually qualify for these services. Now, again, these services are free and they are highly confidential. No other student will know that you are availing yourself of these services, and no lecturer also will know. So if there's anyone in the audience who has any kind of disability where you think it will affect your ability to write exams as how the majority of students do it, and so then again, I encourage you to go to this department and see what services they can offer. Those are not the only services they offer. They offer workshops on time management and study skills and so on. So please take advantage of what they have to offer. So that's the Department of Student Services and Development, which unfortunately many students don't take advantage of the services offered by them. Right? I don't know why. These all services are all free. And as I said, those are not the only services. You can explore their website here. Okay? Right. So I wanted to show you that web page. There's another web page I want to show you, which is the Faculty of Science and Technology, a particular page, the new students page, the new FST student page. I will post the link in the chat shortly. I want everyone at the end of the session to go to this page if you have not done so already. There's very valuable information here. So someone that asks, how do you register and all of that? That information is on this page, right? So see here, there are important dates here for when registration begins. It will begin on Monday and so on, right? And what do you need to do? You see here, the FST new undergraduate student checklist. Click on this. And a PDF should open about a step-by-step guide to what you need to do to complete your registration, right? A roadmap. I'm not going to go through everything. You can do it at home, right? So I want you please to look at that, the new undergraduate student checklist. Also, what courses do you need to do? I've already looked at that, but I already showed you that, and I told you don't need to write it down. You don't need to memorize it. Why? Because it's all here. Look, it's all here, right? You see here? So for special degrees. So for example, actuarial science on the left here. What courses do you need to do? It's all listed here. Right? What courses you need to do in semester 1? What do you need to do in semester 2? If you're doing a major in mathematics, you see here, FST single majors. Click on that, and you'll see here. Let's look for mathematics. Yeah, here's mathematics. So here's semester 1. What courses do you need to do, right? So that's very useful, the academic advising guides. Now, you need to complete your online academic advising form. If you click here, nothing will happen because it opens tomorrow at 2 p.m. But I'm going to show you how to fill it out. I'm going to show you in a sample form how to fill it out. There's also a registration guide here. I clicked on it, which will tell you, and it's a very detailed document about what do you need to do to get to register, right? So before we continue, let me post for you that web page, the new student web page. Let me post. I mean, of course, you can find it. Just Google FST new student web page. But I'm just going to provide you with the link here in the chat to make it easy for you. And I do encourage all of you go to that web page and look at all the information there. Right. So how do you? I mentioned that online academic advising form, right? And that will be open tomorrow. So let me show you all what you will need to do to fill that out, right? As I said, this here, the online academic advising form. What do you need to do with that form? Okay. Oh, pardon me. Right. So this is what the form will look like. This of course is a demo. It's a demo website. Let me make it bigger. Right. So as usual, you put your name here. No, we have to fill it out. So let's do, right? right? I'm just filling in fake information here, right? Just to fill it out. Right, now here is where you'll upload your CSEC certificate, right? I'm just going to upload a random PDF, which is actually the orientation program, right? I'm going to pretend that's my CSEC certificate, right? And qualification, meaning what qualifications am I using to apply to the FST? And I'm going to say keep. Some of you may have N1, some of you may have some other certificate, right? I'm just going to say keep, and then I'm going to upload my keep certificate. Again, it's not a real thing, it's just a file, it's just a PDF file, right? But you will upload your actual certificate and then go next. Here, it gives you an example of the offer letter, right? This is not your offer letter, but you'll see here, now you need to read very carefully. What degree were you offered? For this student, Jane Public, she was offered a BSc Computer Science Special, right? Now you need to take note of exactly what degree you were offered, because that will determine what courses you're going to sign up for, right? Right, so we have to upload now the acceptance letter, right? And as I said, when your KIP results come out and so on, you should, all of that should get the process moving to get your offer letter and so on. So I uploaded here an offer letter. Again, it's a fake offer letter. So we have to say what program will be offered. And that's why I said you have to take note of exactly what program you were offered. So let's say we were offered here, mathematics. Now, what's the difference between mathematics and mathematics special? The first one is the major in mathematics, and the second one is the mathematics special degree. And I'd explain the difference between those two. And then you say here, are you full-time or part-time? And then we click on next. And this is the important page, the selection of courses. Now, and I told you all before, you don't need to memorize what courses you have to do, because this website helps you. See, because in the previous page, I had said the mathematics major, the BSc in mathematics, it knows what courses I need to do, and it puts them up here on the screen for me. What do I need to do, right? So that will help me. Now, not only that, see, let me make it bigger, right? For the math major, remember the math major is less restrictive than a math special. So all that's prescribed are these 3 courses. You need to do a foundation course, and then 2 additional level 1 courses, 2 electives that you can take. You can take from physics, chemistry, social sciences, anyway, psychology, sociology, film studies, literature, whatever you want to do, as long as you have the CSEC or CAPE requirements, right? So, and then in semester 2, all you need to do are these 2 courses, but then you need to find 2 additional level 1 courses, right? Fortunately, it will help you. Again, it helps you. Why? Because these additional courses that you need to take, it suggests to you, and this is just a suggestion, they're not telling you, you must choose these courses, but they're suggesting to you, these are some courses here. These are, additional level 1 credits. These are some suggested courses that you can do, right, in semester 1 and semester 2, because they require no prerequisites, no CAPE prerequisites. So for example, psychology 1001, you do not need CAPE psychology, right? And similarly, sociology 1002, you don't need CAPE sociology or CSEC sociology. I do want to tell you, this Math 1201, that's a math course offered by us, by Department of Maths and Stats. It's applied mathematics, mechanics and so on. And I do encourage those of you who are in the math major, please do that course. That course is a very, very good course. And especially if you intend to be a mathematics teacher, you should do that course, right? So this form, yes, you have to fill out, and you see here, you have to input the courses, but it helps you, it tells you exactly what you need to do. So for first semester, we need to do 1142, 1152, 1194. So I'm going to put those, right? And you have to fill it out here, math 1142, Now you need to put the title. I'm not going to put the full title. I'm just going to put that, right? Calculus. I hope that one is, I can't remember which one is calculus. Math 1152, right? And let's just say that's algebra. And then math 1192. I think that MATLAB. And let's choose foundation 1101, because we have to do a foundation course, right? You see here, you must do this foundation course, or you do the foreign language. But I'm going to assume that I, the applicant, I've already done Spanish at CSEC, right? So I'm going to do foundation 1101, and I'm just going to call it foundation. And for my other two courses, from this list here, I want to choose psychology and sociology, right? Just as an example, again, you can choose what you want, right? So psychology and sociology, I'm going to choose those two, right? It didn't like this. What error didn't it like? I don't know. Right, but I filled out everything, right? So again, these are the courses I'm going to do in semester 1, and the web page itself will help you by suggesting courses for you, right? So click on next. Now, the next page is, because I know that there are students among you who you will get an offer letter for, say, of some degree, but what you really wanted to do was another degree, right? And you want to change your program. So now be careful here. You can indeed fill out on this form what you want to change to, but it will only be processed in semester 2. But here you are going to tell us of your intention to change. So suppose you were accepted, say, a BSc in physics, BSc with a major in physics, but you want to add on to that a major in mathematics, right? Here's what, say, yes, I want to change. If you don't want to change, you're happy with the offer letter you got, click on no. But I'm going to click on yes. And then I'm going to now indicate what my change is. So I gave the example, I got accepted to a BSc with a major in physics. I want to add on the major in mathematics. So that's this first option here. Keep my major, but add on another. So I was given physics, and I want to add on this. I want to change it to physics and math. So that's what I'm going to do. Suppose you got accepted to the BSc, say in statistics and economics, but you want to change to something else. Then you would choose the second one and you would change it, right? Suppose you got accepted to the BSc with a major in mathematics and you want to change it to the special degree in mathematics, you choose this third one. Or vice versa. You got accepted to the special degree in mathematics, you want to change it to the major in mathematics, you choose this third one and you fill it out accordingly, right? Now, be aware that, for example, here, that I intend to change to physics and mathematics. That change will be processed in semester 2, but don't wait until then to start doing the math courses, right, or the physics courses. In semester 1, make sure you do the required math courses and the required physics courses. Yes, right? Similarly, if you want to change from math and computer science, don't wait, and you're in math now, don't wait until semester 2 to start doing computer science. No, do the computer science courses in semester 1, right? Because remember, you have that space for electives. So for the electives, just choose computer science courses, right? Right, so I'm done now, and then you submit. But of course, this is a test form, right? So tomorrow, when the form becomes live on this page, where is it? No, sorry. On this page, the new student page, when this form becomes live, you all can fill it out accordingly, okay? All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to break out into the breakout room. So there's some information I want to give you before we do that. I want to remind you of the faculty booklets, and I gave you the website to download the faculty booklets. Please download the faculty booklet. It has a lot of information in it, right? I don't expect you to read everything, but at least read the section on mathematics and statistics. I remind you that there is a foreign language requirement. Just to review quickly, if you have a foreign language pass at CSEC from grades 1 to 3, or CAPE grades 1 to 5, then you don't need to do any language course. You just need to do Foundation 1101. All right. If
like what?
someone mic is
Like cherry
unmuted, right?
brandy.
Someone's mic is unmuted.
I don't know if that one was.
Okay, right. I muted, right? If you do not have a foreign language pass at CSEC or CAPE, then you need to drop Foundation 1101 and do a foreign language, right? I want to remind you of the Math Bootcamp. The Math Bootcamp is designed to strengthen the foundational skills of students entering mathematics-related fields by covering some fundamental topics in algebra and calculus. It targets students who are transitioning to university-level mathematics, right? So it's meant to be like what's called a bridging program, that it bridges the gap between CAPE and university-level studies, right? And so if you are not confident that after CAPE you are prepared for university-level studies, I highly encourage you to attend the bootcamp. And again, I'm posting in the chat that there's an email address that you should email by the 18th of August to indicate your interest in it, right? And especially, if you didn't get a very good grade at CAPE or you're just not confident and so on, please, I highly encourage you to attend the bootcamp. It will help to prepare you to do our first year mathematics courses with more confidence, right? So let me just look at some last questions here in the chat that do we use our student emails in the advising form, right? If you have been given a UE email, a UE student email at the official UE domain, right? Then yes, that's the email that you should use. And in fact, for all official communication with the university, once you have that student email, that's the email you should use. You should not be using Gmail and Yahoo and so on, okay? Is the bootcamp open for students outside of the Department of Mathematics and Statistics? As far as I know, yes. There are some of the instructors and lecturers who are present in the Zoom session. They know better than I do because they were more heavily involved in the bootcamp. If they can answer in the chat, please. But my understanding is, yes. Adam is asking, the other two foundation courses, are they optional, mandatory? Mandatory. They're mandatory, right? In general, you must do all 3 foundation courses, except if you need to drop the Foundation 1101 to do the foreign language course. And that is not only for you math students, right? That's for all FST students. The idea behind the foundation courses is that so that every UE student gets a good grounding in the history of the Caribbean and some other areas of general knowledge that are important for you as a citizen of the Caribbean, okay? To give you a well-rounded education. That's the whole purpose behind it, right? One of the courses is scientific and technical writing, which is quite useful for wherever you end up in your career. Remember, all of your courses are involving mathematics or science and so on, and you need to be able to communicate your ideas to a non-scientific audience, or in some cases to a scientific audience. How do you write? How do you communicate with people? That course will help you with that, okay? All right, so if there, I hope that we try to answer as many questions as we could. So what we're gonna do now is split into breakout rooms so that there will be a breakout room for those of you in the BSc Mathematics Special. There's another one for the BSc Mathematics. That's for the major in mathematics. There'll be one for the Stats and Economics special degree, and there's one for the Actuarial Science special degree. And at the end of the breakout sessions, we will reconvene in the main meeting room, right? So I will turn over to the IT support unit, who will create the breakout rooms for us, right? And I can see already that the rooms have been created. Okay, so if you can please join, right? I see the BSc Actuarial Science Special is there, BSc Mathematics, BSc Math Special. So if you can please join your appropriate breakout room. I will be going to the BSc Actuarial Science Special Degree. And as I said, we'll stay in the breakout rooms for, let's say, approximately 15 minutes or so, where some more detailed information about each degree will be given, and then we'll reconvene, right, at the in the main room, right? Adam is also asking, when do you have to apply for the second major electives and make up for the 30 credits if you're doing a major? To declare second major, you can do that from the second semester, right? Officially. But once you reach second year, what you have to do is make sure you register for the correct courses to make up the 30 credits, right? But I showed you on the jot form. So how am I reaching the breakout room? You should be seeing a window open with the breakout rooms, right? And you can, you see, like next to BSc Actuarial Science Social, there should be a blue button saying join, and you can join, right? Right, so I'm just gonna, I would like to, Roger, click on the dots that say more. Oh, right, if it doesn't come up on your room, right. Okay. And yeah, and you should see breakout rooms, right? All right, so if everyone can join the appropriate breakout room, please. I'm gonna give about 30 more seconds, and then I am going to move over to the actuarial science room. All right, so Princess is saying she's not seeing any. Princess, can you just say in the chat what degree you're in, and I will assign you to the room. Just put in starts an icon, right? So I'll add you now. And Sarah Mohammed. Sarah Mohammed, what degree do you belong to, please? AXI. Okay, I'm going to put you into the room, right? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go to the AXI room, and then we'll reconvene in the main room. Can we close the breakout rooms in, say, 2 minutes? Can we give them 2 minutes?
Okay, I'll close them at, but my clock says 2:47 right now, I'll close it at 2:49.
Yeah, please. Thank you. For those of us who are in the main room, we're just waiting for all the breakout rooms to close, okay, which will be done in about a minute or so. And then we'll end the entire session. Right, so all the breakout rooms will close in 53 seconds, and then we'll resume here. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I think everyone is back in the main session now. So we want to wrap up quickly. There's one comment I just want to make that if you want to change your degree, I'd mentioned that you want to change from one degree to another, say from the BSc Math Special to the SATS-Econ Special or to Actuarial Science or vice versa and so on, that when you do the online advising form, the last page is where you indicate that. Please be aware, maybe I didn't make it clear, that is not the official application to change your degree. That is just to inform us that you plan to change your degree. So I want to show you how do you actually apply to change your degree. I posted in the chat here a link to the page with student forms. So to change your degree, you have to wait until the second semester, right? So don't do it now in September. Wait until the second semester in January, and I'm going to show you that page, how do you do it, right? So that page, you will find it in this Faculty of Science and Technology page. Let me make it smaller, sorry. Right? You see here on the Students Corner, Student Forms, right? But I'm already on that page, Student Forms. And if you scroll down, this first one, the FST Change in Degree Option Form, this is how you will actually and officially apply for a change in degree. And if you click on it here, you will see that you include your current degree, and then you state what you want to change to. So what you're changing from and what you're changing to. This is merely an application. Your application may or may not be approved. Please understand that certain degrees require a minimum level of grades to be accepted into, right? So you may or may not be, your change may or may not be approved, okay? But the majority of applications are in fact approved, right? So please, if you want to change your degree, in the second semester, that's when you do it, and you'd use this form, okay? Right. Christian is asking, is this where you can add a minor as well? Yes. Yes. So it's any change to your degree. If you're changing from one major to another, you are changing from one special degree to another, say from actuarial science special degree to stats econ special degree. You are changing from a special degree to the general degree with the major in mathematics, or vice versa, right? You are adding, you have a major in mathematics, you want to add on a minor in statistics, right? That's form is what you'd use. You have a major in mathematics, you want to add on a major in physics, or vice versa, or add on a major in computer science, or vice versa, right? Or you have two major, a major in mathematics, a major in computer science, and you want to drop one of them. You decide this computer science is not for you. Again, that's where you do any kind of change like that. That's the form that you would use. Be aware that if you're in first year, please, you need to do it in second semester, not this semester, but do it as soon as the second semester begins. Immediately when the second semester begins, that's when you should do it. Okay. All right.
One quick thing. Also, if you had tried to get in the XI program and didn't get in because you didn't meet the requirements, but are in some other math program in the department, you can apply to get into the XI program, but you have that possibility as well. But of course, your grades will have to be you have to need strong grades in your first year. Like the prerequisite courses in particular for the actual science courses. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So for those of you who may want to change your degree to the BSc in Natural Science, please work very hard to get good grades in Math 11, 42, 52 in the first year math courses, right? All of the first year math courses, right? And remember also that this academic year, we will indeed have a minor in Natural Science, right? So that's another option, that you can do a major in mathematics and a minor in Actuarial Science, right? We would like to, yes, go ahead.
Hi, good day, everyone. My name is Rajesh. I'm one of the lecturers for Math 1152. Concerning the groups, I know there may be concerns with respect to all the students getting into my e-learning within the first week and figuring out how to use it. So just to make sure everything runs smoothly, we'd post a notice on the main notice board in the department concerning the groupings for Math 1152. So definitely by Tuesday evening, check the notice board. We'll post it online as well, and for those who have access, and that way you'll know which groups to go in for classes on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lakan, right? So just to clarify, to add to what Mr. Lakan is saying, what he's saying is, this may sound very old-fashioned and prehistoric, from prehistoric times, from caveman times, but what he's saying is that there will be an actual printed notice with paper. You'll remember what is paper, right? It's so long ago since I'm sure any of you ever used paper and ink, right? But yes, that's what he means, that we'll print out with paper and ink the group assignments and put it up on a notice board. But of course, the main way of communicating that is used nowadays is, of course, electronic. And the platform that we use is called MyLearning, which he mentioned. And I do apologize that I didn't mention that during the main session. That is the learning platform that the University of the West Indies uses. And when you get to use it, you'll see that there'll be a separate page for each course with all the information you need for each course and so on. So the group assignments will come to you on the MyLearning platform, right? But as I said, as a backup, we will revert to the prehistoric method of paper and ink, okay? Right. So before we end, we would like to get your feedback on the event today. I know that there was a lot of information provided to you. I do hope it was of help. I just posted in the chat a link to a feedback form, an online feedback form where you can give us some feedback about this session and about how we can improve and so on. So, so now I would like to thank all the presenters as well as the breakout room participants. So Dr. Daga and Mr. Rajesh Lakan, Dr. Sanka, Mr. Jagdish Ramnanan, Dr. Antoine, I think, was here, and Dr. Dial Singh and Ms. Sonron and Mr. Smart and Mr. Vikash Ramcharita. We want to thank our hardworking administrative assistant, Ms. Adams Carrington, and our other administrative tasks. I want to also thank the IT support team who are invaluable in putting on these online sessions. So Melissa Heechong and the other IT support staff. I want to thank again our head of department, Dr. Rao, for facilitating this orientation session. And finally, I want to express my heartfelt thanks to you, the students, our new prospective students. And we do hope to see you in person when the semester starts. So thank you for your time and attention, and everyone have a good evening. Thank you very much.